Hey, what's up? It's River. I'm filming a video today because I wanted to talk about the appointment I had yesterday with my DID specialist. Sorry, I just burped. Just burped again, sorry. I... There's like one trauma memory that I didn't really get details of, but has always been I feel like something happened that time. And I wanted to explore that with her, so we did, and I don't really remember what came back to me, but I remember pieces of things. I'm not gonna obviously talk about it in this video, but yeah, I remember just getting a trauma memory. And it was weird. I remember at first I couldn't connect to it emotionally, and when I was first describing it, I was yeah, I know something happened here, and I was setting the stage and everything, and I'm I feel like it should be more impactful, in an emotional way, and it just wasn't hitting how I wanted it to hit. And then as we started discussing it more and unpacking it more, I don't know if I started to get more very distant, vague, murky memories, and that made me more emotional, or I started getting more emotional, and then that emotional reaction allowed me to get better recall from the memories. If you remember my last video about, or one of my last videos about talking about how my doctor said that emotions are often tied to memories, so that's how you can remember them. So I don't know if it's that correlation, but yeah, it feels strange. Nothing still feels real. I think this is a common experience, because when I had the one friend that I met in the hospital and we talked about our systemhood together, he told me that, or she told me, sorry, because she goes by she pronouns now. She told me that she can remember some memories but not all memories, and sometimes she doesn't think it was bad enough to cause DID, and then other times she feels this is so bad, how did I even live through it, type of thing. So I don't have enough system friends to really know if when you start to regain memories, if it's normal to not believe them, and have them not even I spoke about this before, but I feel memories should be really vivid, right? You should be immersed in the scene. Sorry, I'm cracking my fingers a little bit. You should be immersed in the scene, and it should feel as real as how life feels. For some reason, that's, in my mind, that's a memory and nothing else and nothing less. So I always feel I am not recalling them the way that I am supposed to for it to be a real memory. And my trauma specialist told me that that's not real, that's not true, sorry, and that memories, a coworker told me this too, that memories are disjointed and confusing, and sometimes don't even feel real in a sense, I suppose. So yeah, I remember the way I spoke about how I kind of remember things, it's kind of remembering something happened without any real pictures. It's almost I don't know, I have a hard time imagining things. When I imagine something, I have to know what it looks like, but I can't picture it in my head, if that makes sense. So that's how these memories often come back to me. It's knowing this happened and knowing what I was doing, but not actually seeing it. So yeah, I just had that memory come back. I'm feeling better. I don't think it's gonna have that much of an impact on me. I'm trying my best to process it in a healthy way and give me time to be emotional about it. I wanted to speak to my nurse today. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to, but if she's able to meet with me, I would love to be able to talk with her. I see my peer worker on Monday, so even if I don't get to talk to my nurse today, I'll be able to speak to my peer worker, and I'll probably have a conversation with one of my friends about this memory. And I'm just trying to do what I need to do. I'll probably journal about it, maybe write some poetry. I say that I am a poet. I'm not. I just write words on a page and I call it poetry. But yeah, I'm gonna try my best to handle this well, but I'm so new to like trauma processing that I don't even really know what I'm supposed to do. So it would be nice if I could talk to my nurse. I might just try to call her and see what she says. Sorry. So yeah, that's kind of like the only like trauma thing I wanted to talk about. I also wanted to talk about something that's been happening lately, where like it always happens when I'm like close to going to bed. So I don't know if it's just like normal, like starting to like lose consciousness into sleep, like kind of experiences that happen, or if this is like a systemhood event. But I've been like hearing things again, like typically, as I said, as I'm about to go to bed, but like it like they it feels like voices inside my head. Like it doesn't sound like how I typically think I hear my system, which is like soundless thoughts. It's like thoughts that like don't don't sound like words, but they kind of sound like words. Like it's not like I'm hearing things in the external world. It's like definitely coming from within my mind. Um and it's always like don't I can't remember one example specifically, so I don't know if that means like I can't remember any examples in the sense where like when I hear it I don't know what they're saying, or if I just have a hard time remembering a specific example now. But it's like it often like just it's so random, and like it makes me think of how like people who talk about hearing their alters always say like the thoughts are always like what you hear from them is like always so random. But sometimes it almost kind of feels like I'm hearing like a conversation that someone's having with someone else, and I'm getting like one end of that conversation for like a glimpse. So yeah, just I don't know, I want to like unpack that more, but sorry, I'm getting the hiccups now. But I didn't have the opportunity to talk to um my deity therapist about it because I was mostly talking about trauma. So that's been like weird. I hope that continues to happen, and like so I can feel grounded in my experience of being a system. I think Carl wanted to film this video because I got like such an urge to take off my hat, and I like I'll take my off my hat sometimes, but like typically I don't. And typically it's like when I want to do that, it's because Carl's around. And then I took it off, and then I think me and Carl like externally communicated for a little bit, and then I feel like I can feel him near me actually. And yeah, it like went away. If anyone like wants to know, like the best way I can describe like what it feels like when like you feel an altered like near you and like the headspace is like when you feel like a presence in the room with you, like when you like look and someone's staring at you, like it feels like that, like just getting like this deep intuition that like someone is like looking at you or like in the room with you and stuff. So at least from my experience, that's kind of how it feels. So yeah, I forget what I was talking. Oh yeah, hearing the altars. So yeah, that's been like so strange, and like we're still not switching that as much anymore. And again, I don't know if it's because like we're stabilizing or what. So I don't know. I don't really know if it's like good, bad. If I should do something to make us switch more. If I should learn more about my system. Oh, my light just turned off. Hold on. I'll leave that off. I guess I don't want it to drain my battery, so it should stay off. But yeah, I don't know. It just feels like I want to learn more about my system, whether that means my alters switching out more. I hate saying my alters like they're my possession, but like my headmates, like if that means like switching with them more or just learning more like internally about them. It's like a goal of mine, but I never know how to like best approach it. So I'm hoping to get guidance. Like one of the things I want is like guidance with these things with my deity specialist, but like I mean, I've only met with her a handful of times, but like I seem to always want to talk about trauma and unpacking trauma because I'm very trauma focused right now, as like I've spoken about, like really wanting to unpack my trauma. So I think that's all I really want to talk about. And there's people who are staring at me in the parking garage that I'm in, and plus my partner's on his way. I'm picking him up, so should probably end it here. Hope you liked this video. Don't know if you did or not. Don't know if I did a good job. And have a good day. Thanks. Bye.